What up peeps, it's Phil back in with another video, and this one is a continuation of the last Yamaha CS2x video where we explored how to create a patch in the Tune 'em Up software editor. Now in this one we're going to be creating a patch using the key groups and basically assigning each layer to a different type of sound. Let's say one layer for drums, one layer for bass, one layer for the pad sounds, and another layer for, like, let's say a lead. And then afterwards I'll be using a sequencer, in this case a Yamaha QY300, but you can use any type of sequencer that you have to make use of the full patch to create somewhat of a full beat from it. So yeah, come along with me in this video and I'll show you how to create this type of patch. There was something that happened on the first take, so let's just start over again. So basically this is my first layer, and on my first layer I just want, let's say, type of bright sound. So let's go to the XG sounds. And in the higher octaves, I think that sounds good for me, right? And where you want to basically split your layers on the different keyboard is using this note limit right over here. So we're in layer 1, and I only want this to be played at the higher octaves. So this is A3 right now. So A3 to E6, you'll be playing the bright XG sound. Now we can change it a little bit using a LFO and a little bit of pitch. And when it comes to EQing, we can take off the bass. Listen, like, once we want to kind of EQ our patch beforehand, so when you play it all together, it won't just be this one muddy sound. So you can just experiment with what sounds good to you. Kind of just a bit to the right. Okay, so that's our first layer. Let's go to layer 2, and from the bank we could just go to, I don't know, pre-10, and let's make it a bass sound. So we're gonna start on -2 and let's say end on C1. I think this is a decent sound, but we gotta have to tweak it a bit. Okay, we tweaked that a bit. Let's go to our third layer. Maybe let's just turn this down a bit. Okay, so our third layer, let's turn our third layer on. Let's go to layer 3 and let's set the note limit to B1. Let's just choose a bank actually. Let's go to the drum kit. Tech kit sounds pretty good. put a little bit of reverb on there, but not like too much. Let's make this a little bit louder and EQ it a little bit higher, shall we? Okay, so far we have drum kit. What's the note limit? D sharp. So from, what is this, E3? E3 to G, or G sharp actually. We'll do it for the last layer. So, and for the bank, let me just so far we have everything mapped out on the keyboard. So right now let's name our performance. We'll just call it video 2, and let's make it ensemble. And you can go to store and then press enter on your keyboard. Sure, okay. Okay, let's do one more thing. Let's just, for each layer, let's just use the assignable knobs. So for layer 1, I want the assignable knob 1 to do FC cutoff, and assign 2 to pan. Assign 2 over here, I could do to reverb send. Assign 3, let me just do sustain. You know what? No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, cut off, why not? And for 4, let me just do the PG attack time. So we could save that. We could just save this patch onto our own thing. And yeah, let's play around with it, shall we? So basically what I have set up over here is, this is a new song, and basically what I want to do is, when I go to my voice, I want to turn well, actually the output, I want to turn all my first channels to channel 1. Let me just do the first 8 channels to MIDI channel 1, so I can control the patch on the CS2x. Okay, go to exit, now go to voice. Now for all these voices, I could just go to the end, voice off. Okay, so basically what I did here was I shut off all the internal voices of the QY300 so I can just use basically the voices from the CS2x. So now I want to go to exit, and on my first tracks I usually let's set it up as if I was playing my MPC 500. First 6 tracks I usually like to put drums, but let's just reduce it to 4 right now, and on the other 4 we can use the other instruments. So I could play this mini keyboard right over here. Make sure that you guys can hear it. Okay, let me adjust the tempo. Let's do like 80s. Yeah, 80. Okay. And I want to record this in real time. There's like an 8-bar counting. Okay, that's a 4-bar. It's probably a bit sloppy. Yeah, you hear that? So this is what I love about the QY300. You just go to job, go to quantize, and I want to quantize until bar 4. Oh shit, okay. No, I actually want to put the swing rate to like 66, because I heard that's the sweet spot. Strength down to like 98. Completed. Okay, let's go back. So yeah, that's basically a kick and snare pattern. And so for the hi-hats, I can go record into step record mode. And the thing about this is this keyboard's not velocity sensitive, so I can go over to my keyboard and press how hard I want and it'll record in the steps. So instead of 16ths, let's put it to 8th notes. Or no, instead of 16th, let's put it to 8th notes. Okay, I can go back. Okay, press stop. Now let's hear it from the beginning. Let's see if, let's say Quantize, if that'll do anything. Quantize, swing rate, okay, exit. Now. Record this in real time. Go job and then just delete measure. I'm just gonna delete the last measure so I can loop it afterwards. So for number 4, okay, let me go to track 5. I'll just do undo because I didn't like that. Okay. And for the last part, add a bass line. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me. So I expanded the loop that I just made on the QY300 connected to the Yamaha CS2x and basically recorded into different tracks, and now I'm just tracking it out into Ableton. I'll show you what I have so far. Okay, yeah, so I have one more track out. It's like 42 bars. It's at 80 BPM. I actually like the rainbow of it, but yeah, anyways. So let's just look on the QY300. If you can see, basically, you see the M over there, that's like the mute track, and the circle just remaining is unmuted. So I could just mute that and go over this and unmute this, and now I have one more track to record in. So So I really hope you learned something in this video and that you can apply this technique to your own CS1X or CS2X for that matter, because you can do it on both synthesizers. And yeah, hook up to your favorite sequencer. It doesn't really need to be a physical hardware sequencer. I'm sure you could do the same thing with your DAW. And yeah, just make some music, have fun playing, and explore your own synths. Peace.
yeah, something different. I'd rather be the vision, not the hate. Feel something in me is out of place in my mind, tied to memories of the week. Keep harboring pain, let it defeat feet as I walk. No energy to talk, grasping my mind like it's the last clock. Filament inside, pressure to ride, slide with the waves like sexy of the day. Keep being me, filthy as could be. Back up, rewind, always on repeat. Know the change is coming in waves, can never settle. I'm nomadic today, keep being me, filthy as could be. Back up, rewind, always on repeat. Know the change is coming in waves, can never settle. I'm nomadic today, and he let me feel it. Find a place to talk, isolated, alone. I'm alone with my thoughts, but I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, baby. Back to the beginning, swimming in the womb. Who knew this boy listened to doom? Foom, shower ein, hungry on the beat. Serve some verses, bon appetit. Listen, the dishes were fried, served over rice. Keep it spiced despite the pain in my gut. It's rough, wake up, rush into the toilet. Kept losing weight, and now I should spoil it. Keep being me, filthy as could be. Back up, rewind, always on repeat. Know the change is coming in waves, can never settle. I'm nomadic today, yeah, baby.